hello and welcome back to Factorio. I see the bots are still going at it. It's fine. Holy shit, this is really going. Wow, okay, we really are like, okay. Why, no. Hold on just a minute. Oh, that's annoying. Why do this? I'd have to push it back further. How many foundations are left in the system? Yeah, we are having throughput issues yet again. 4 foundations. Well, give me as many of them as you can and go to Aquilo. Please tell me there's... Oh my goodness. Oh, we are so in luck, ladies and gentlemen. We have all the foundations money could buy. Which is surprisingly little. You know, all things considered. We'll probably have to move this up a little bit, just, yeah. Oh, fuck. Let me, move everything up, just for now. Yeah, this is a bit of an oopsie on my part, as it would seem that, yeah. Huh, this actually isn't enough, even. Whatever. I'll add more trains in a moment. I'll just need to, you know, first ready this. Jesus, man. Okay. I did not expect the... Huh. Yeah, I seriously didn't expect this to be so, slow. But it is what it is. I mean, holy shit. It is really cool. If I extended this by 1 more and did this, and then put... removed you and you, then put one of these. Okay, that would be enough. Okay. That should be fine. So, let's see. One of these has 4. All of these are going to scrap processing 2A and 2B. So, I'm gonna get some fuel. This guy's gonna go to a 2A. Right. Let me see. You go in a 1B. No, I want to do the one that... Okay. Where's the 2? Yeah. So you're the train, which will go to 2B. Go to 2B now. Where's the damn bot? Come on. Man, okay. Where... Why? It's you, right? No, you don't have anything. As I'm about to leave... Oi, 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 oi. What are you? You're the one I specifically didn't want. Okay. Another... Wait. One B. Yes, okay. There you go, head to 2A. Then I'll place these guys down again. And I'll have to wait for them to, yeah, be placed. Okay. So that's 1A. Yeah. You're also 1A. Yeah, okay, we need 1B. You are 1B. Go! Okay. Now this should be working at a better pace. How is the... Are we already sending stuff up? Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. So just to pre-plan it, I said I want to do, like... I'll put it up here. They don't have to do this differently. Maybe, like, this, then? Okay, we'll just, Huh. Yeah, you know, one thing which I thought about doing, but then very quickly gave up on, was, I was thinking about trying to do some kind of, sort of Pokemon thing, like, people call it, like, a retrospective. I thought it would be interesting, but then I realized, first of all, that's, like, a lot of games to play. And second of all, and more importantly, in fact, I realized a lot of it would not necessarily be that interesting. Because, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not really, like, one of those rage bait Pokemon YouTube people where... for those who don't know, there's, like, a thing in the Pokemon community where... there are a lot of, like, YouTubers whose entire, like, personality is basically them being an ex-Pokemon fan. Where, like, you know, it's kind of like how some people are Star Wars fans, but only, like, of the old Star Wars or whatever. So they'll, like, make videos on how Pokemon has failed. Game Freak doesn't care about Pokemon anymore. You know, that sort of stuff. And, when these guys kind of appear and make their videos, what's gonna happen is a lot of people are gonna watch that stuff and think to themselves, like, you know, oh wow, Pokemon is a dead franchise, but, like, it fucking isn't. People love talking about, like, how this franchise is dead, this franchise is dead, this other franchise is dead, your, like, dog's dead, your cat's dead, you know, the fucking AVGN meme from that, like, Friday the 13th game, you know? And then the truth is just... Pokemon is not a perfect franchise, but goddamn, it is, like, in some... Actually, in quite a few places, honestly, basically irreplaceable. Like, you've seen them. You've seen so many of those... I mean, I say you've probably seen... like, the next Pokemon killer game. The game which will finally, you know, dethrone Pokemon. And why do none of them do? Why are a lot of these games, you know, just... On the way 100? Like, why are a lot of these games just... good quality video games that are, like, not replacing Pokemon? Well, it's because very clearly there's something which people like. There's this sort of, like, epic gamer idea where, like, you know, if you don't like something, it means that there's no way for this thing to be enjoyed by anybody else. And it's particularly infectious with Pokemon, where tons of people really fucking, like, despise everything about Pokemon. And yet the games are still popular because no matter how many people hate the games, and often they don't hate the games for no reason, there are, like, criticisms to be had with what Game Freak has done. The issue is just that a lot of those criticisms are kind of really stupidly done by people who don't know how to criticize stuff properly. So you run into the situation where you have a ton of people who aren't really, like, people who aren't really into Pokemon making videos where they're talking about how the franchise is dead, when 9 times out of 10, they're not even that invested into it, so whatever they say kind of feels flat. Because it's like, oh, I think this, I think that. Okay, sure. But you don't really know what you're talking about in the sense that you're talking about games you don't really give a shit about. Like, be real with me. Do you actually give a shit about Pokemon? You probably don't. Okay, that should fix it. But yeah, like, it's that sort of thing where you have a lot of people who don't give a... Maybe this could be an interesting video, but, like, just talking about that. But, like, yeah, there's just so many people who don't actually give a fuck about Pokemon. Where they'll still shit on Pokemon because it's the popular thing to complain about. But, like, come on, man. It's sad. Don't you have anything... It's one of those things where it's like, you know... Don't you have literally anything better to do except complain about the Pokemon? At least they're not saying it's Satanism. That was a real thing. That really did happen. Many of you people don't know this, but in many, like, very religious communities in, like, America and, like, fucking Poland... that's where, those are at least the people who I've heard tell the funniest stories, but, they thought Pokemon were demonic, and similar stuff, and it is kind of really funny. Now, are Pokemon demonic? No. Though, to be fair, there is Giratina, and you can buy, so in the Pokemon universe, plushies of Pokemon exist. Which makes me think that if a plush exists in real life, it might also exist in the Pokemon world. Which means that there may be an actual Pokemon, like, in-universe Giratina plush. For those who aren't aware, Giratina is basically the devil in the Pokemon world. Which would mean that in the Pokemon world, you can buy a plush version of Satan. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is kind of funny. Yeah, well, we have improved throughput a little bit, because, yeah, these guys can start going before... Yeah. The problem is, there's just not enough throughput. There's 6... Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3... Oh my god, I can't... Okay, I can do it this way. We have 16, so if I'll reserve 8 for one of them. Excessive, maybe a tiny bit. So I'll do it like this. No, I'll have to go one more back. Yeah, we're kind of changing the design. We're not going to be able to field, like, a full 4 of those, but, I hope you can find the space in your heart to, forgive me. We'll do it like this. We'll make the track go over here. Okay. I'm moving this one up again. I'll have to wait for that one to come in, and then I'll, have to do like this, basically. This does kind of ruin the entire point of the design, though. Oh. Okay, well, whatever. Because we need more throughput. Temporarily, I'll have to, like... Oh my... Actually, wait, why... Yeah, you know what, I'll just remove these for now. Where... Man, I wish I could set priority to the way the bots work. No, it should be done soon, it's fine. But yeah. Liking Pokemon is kind of like, you know, in some ways, like, really annoying. Because there are so many people who will, like, jump out at, any opportunity, essentially, to, talk about how much they hate Pokemon. Like, you have people who just jump in to, like, tell you, oh, by the way, did you know this game sucks? Did you know that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has bugs? Did you know that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet has bugs? Etc, etc, etc. And it's just really annoying. Like, yes, I am aware Pokemon SV, like, was buggy on release. Like, no shit. What do you mean? SV was buggy on release? Somebody called the fire department, cause, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was buggy on release, guys. Like, come on. It's annoying. We are keeping up with the demand much better now. I think. I feel like these things are pulling in the fuel. Well, we'll see. Well, if they are... If they are pulling in the fuel, it should be like... Huh? Maybe, yeah, look at this one. I don't know, it kinda... As the train stopped down there... Huh. No, I don't know. I think I may have just thought I saw something. What is the problem here? Why have you... Oh. Because there was scrap flowing through. How long was that not moving? Huh. Okay. Things seem to be functional, somewhat. There are still, too many gears on the belt. God damn it. I'm gonna have to, like... 1, 2... Yeah, sure, whatever. So it's gonna be 1, 2, yeah. I'll add like this guy to it. Yeah, why not? And then I'll remove this, and then... Yeah, we'll have like... this go over there. It is kind of an interesting thing to like think about with like just how many like current like internet things are like most of the people who engage in any kind of like, you know, video game drama don't actually care about it. It's mostly just a thing people do for, like, clicks and stuff. Like, the famous movie, The Click. You may have heard of it. Hopefully not. So much of that stuff is just, like, you just start to notice that it's all fake. And then you kind of stop caring, because it's all fake and bullshit. It doesn't matter, like, how much of that stuff is like, none of that stuff is actually genuine, right? Like, so much of internet stuff is just down to people trying to bullshit you that they are, like, you know, speaking the truth, and that no matter what happens, you know, you gotta trust them. And it's like, it's just a lot of dumb shit. Now, of course, you can trust me, TM, you know, but memes aside, I would assume that I am a little bit better than, like, the people I am currently vaguely complaining about, purely because I don't have a profit incentive. Because, you know, I don't do this as, like, very clearly, if I wanted to do YouTube as, like, a monetary endeavor, I would not be doing what I'm doing now. I would probably, like, kick in all of the projects that I was doing before into overdrive. But no, because that's just not how I am. You know, I'm the type of... Oh! We are receiving throughput problems down here. Huh. I guess we are gonna need just a little bit more capacity. So I'm gonna go to scrap 5. And, I'm gonna take, like, some fuel. I'm gonna give that train one of its fuels. And I'm gonna, like, power up the stop. I want you to go to, there until empty cargo. And I want you to go to, scrap 5 until full cargo, but I'll rename scrap 5 to scrap processing 3A. Will that break it? Yeah, it's not gonna break it, okay. So, just go! You will go to, yeah, 3A. And you'll also go to scrap processing 1. And then we'll have, like, a second one. We can have it over, like... I will have it over here, I guess. Actually, no, how do I want to do this? Because you have to have this guy somehow, somewhere. Maybe... Wait a minute. If I take, like, this guy... Missing rail support. Bastard. So if I do this... Then I put one of these over here. Can I make the turn? No. And I can't place these diagonally, so... What if I do this? Is there a way I could, No. If I move you forwards. No. Okay, I can do this. I'm gonna go get those fucking rail supports, because I'm gonna go insane otherwise. Now, I am aware I am trying to put a train station where it doesn't fit. However, as it was said before, if you can't make it fit, you make it fit. You know, it's, not really the most gracious process, but this is Fulgora. If you want grace, go to, like, Vulcanus or somewhere. This is, Fulgora is not a graceful planet. It's a planet full of trash. Which maybe you believe there's grace to trash. There's plenty of grace to be found in, chaos, but maybe not in Fulgora's fucking trash heaps. Oh, this is the way. This is just too tight. You know what else is kind of? What's funny is whenever I think about the word tight, I think about when I first played, of all things, of course, it's not like a funny sex joke to me. It's when I was playing Ridge Racer 5, because whenever you get out of a relatively tight squeeze, and, because, you know, the game has one of those really cool racing game announcers, which are sadly not really present in a lot of modern games, but that game has one. And whenever you get out of a relatively tight squeeze, the guy just says, like, you know, and you gain a position or whatever, the guy always says something like, ooh, that was tight. Like, you know, saying, oh, you made it out of there and gained a position. And I always remember that. I don't know why. But it's just a thing that I, like, it's just a thing which comes to mind, okay? It's kind of funny to me, but whatever. Yeah, I was thinking about what other stuff I could do, because realistically, I don't know. It's the thing where, I said this obviously already in the video, but this is my hobby, right? Like, when I make a video on, like, the PS1 versus N64 and something that realistically is, like, quite a niche thing, or like that one video where I went over what would be the oldest possible Let's Play, I'm not doing market research to find what like, topic people care about. I'm just doing my own research, which in this case is using my fucking brain and thinking to myself, ooh, what would be a cool video idea? And then that's basically that, you know? There's no real thought behind it, but as you do know, I assume, I don't just make LP videos, I also make some more, I make some more, like, researched stuff. Like, I made that one video that was, at, like, 70k views, and that was really cool, but then that kind of makes me think, you know? Should I be doing more of that? I have had things that I started, like, doing, episodes I started recording, well, not episodes, but I started to, like, record footage. I started to, like, you know, get stuff ready, but then, like, I kind of, I don't know, it's a lot of work for stuff I'm not too sure I'll actually, you know, get that much value out of. I guess it is true that, like, even if you don't want to do YouTube, like, seriously, professionally, the, like, hand of the algorithm will go for you anyways, and you'll eventually still want to make stuff that makes the numbers go up. So sad, but so true, isn't that right? But, you know, it's just something I was thinking about, because, like, it is genuinely a factor now that I, you know, think about the stuff I'm doing. It's just that I don't know, like, you know, if, I don't know how much I should focus on it. Should I focus on it? And I know that, like, whenever people hear that somebody is thinking about this sort of stuff, they're always like, oh, well, just do what makes you happy, you know? But, like, what if, you know, I don't know, a lot of the time what makes, especially for me, you know, what makes me truly happy is very, like, it's a very complicated mess of issues. It's, what would truly make me happy more than anything else would be, like, I don't even know how to begin to describe it, but it would be, like, actually kind of boring. But, like, generally speaking, if you get what I'm saying, it's, not really the best thing to think about, because, like, oh, well, what about, what would I even do? Because realistically, I have thought about, wow, what if I did this stuff professionally? And every single time it's like, Man, I don't wanna, like... What? It sounds like a lot of pain for, like... Granted, there can be a lot of gain if you're successful, but... Like, you always sell out because you have to make money then, because, you know, that's kind of the point. So it's like, I don't know. And I do understand, like, a lot of people are, how shall we say, kinda, when people look at, like, YouTube and stuff, a lot of people really kinda, they go a little bit hard on a lot of YouTubers, I think. Especially with, you know, the money stuff. Now, I am personally, if you can't tell, I'm personally no, you know, grug want money, but I understand why people do the stuff they do. Especially with, like, as annoying as, like, the sponsorships are, I've seen somebody complain, like, oh, why do you have, like, you know, you have, like, a 2-hour video essay and the first 6 minutes are just shilling. Well, I'm sorry, man, but some people need to be paid, you know? I know it's, like, a funny meme to be like, you know, oh, the YouTuber has the sponsorship. But, like, yeah. Did I send that to the wrong thing? Whatever. I sent both of them. Oops. But, like, what is there really to even say? Like, people will always, like, find reasons to complain about stuff. I mean, I'll find reasons to complain about the N64, but I feel like my reasons are a little bit more valid when you consider the fact that, for me, it's mostly just for the fun of it. It's not like I'm making money off of, like, the stuff I'm doing. And even if I was, like, The point is, and also it's like, you know, doing that kind of stuff, I feel like would also, you know, result in me continuously beating the same N64-shaped drum, which is not something I'm really that interested in. Like, because the issue is whenever you go into, like, the more detailed stuff, whenever you go into the actually, like, more interesting parts, people kind of lose interest, because a lot of people are only interested in, like, the surface level stuff. N64 fans only care about being told that the N64 was a legendary, you know, absolute beauty, which even modern consoles can't reach the greatness of. And, like, the average N64 hater, which, unsurprisingly, is, you know, a thing, though surprisingly not as common as you may think. They also obviously just want to hear about how the N64 was, like, a blight on society, you know? And that's kind of it. That's all you get. You know, it's, one or the other. And depending on what you get, you'll either be left unsatisfied or unsatisfied, with no real in-between. Alright, so we have all of the, I'm gonna first put in all of the, like, yeah, level, sure, like this. Okay. So, we have gotten rid of all of the level 2s, I believe, and the lowest quality module is now a level, yeah, okay. I'll put that in there, because that one's actually higher. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll just remove that one. From now on, we are only, you know, those ones can freely be recycled. We can get the epics and legendaries. Everything else, leave it. Now we'll watch as this will get upcycled to epic. Now we'll watch as this gets upcycled to epic. It didn't. What about you? Yeah, it did! Finally! You get to see it! You get to finally see it! Actually, wait, we're only missing it. Huh, okay. I'll put in some of these so it can make more of them. Maybe we can get another Legendary 3. Ooh. One of the things I need to do is, there's an achievement that I want to get. Yeah, equip a rare or better quality this armor, and fill every tile of legendary mech armor with legendary equipment. I need these two. I haven't killed a big demolisher yet. But yeah, as you can see, I haven't also done any of the Prometheum stuff. I've never launched a fish! And of course, we don't have, like, a rush to space. We don't have keeping your hands clean, or, like, the other ones. Finish the game within 40 hours? Yeah, sadly. Or keeping your hands clean. Yeah. I mean, you can rush some of those if you want, but, like, it is what it is. Yeah, ooh, look at this. How sexy is this? Truly a creme de la creme. We got a legendary one. Put it in there. Actually, replace both of those. This is really important. Okay, first of all, this guy has 20% quality. So I think there's like a 1 in 20 chance for it to upcycle. That is why, you know, these guys are so important. Because I want them to upcycle. Anything in here that's interesting? We have a... Well, this is only a level 2. Wait, there's one level 2 in here. That's quality plus 5. One of these is 4.7. I guess what I can do is like this. Oh, there's one in there that I haven't seen. Ooh. Oh, there's 3 up there, huh? And the only thing we're missing is, oh, we actually have enough for another legendary. Huh. It's not a big loss, so I'll do it. Let's go. Man. Juggling quality and juggling the scrap for the base. Yeah. Oh. Oh, this is not... The way I built this is not very balanced, it seems. Okay. Weird. Whatever. But we're doing it. Look, we have another legendary one. Am I blind? There was another one in there. Okay, whatever. And what's funny is all of these are lacking the superconductors, and sort of same-ish here. Have one. Yeah, same here. Actually, also have some of these. Go. And then I'll take you back. It is fun, like, juggling the stuff, but yeah. So now we have this, which is working fine. this is actually finally keeping up with the demand, though there are, like, if I hit... What is the train key? Yeah. We have 20 trains. And a total of... Yeah, you can see... There are 2 trains that are going there, but that's because otherwise there would be, like, not enough room here, which honestly should still be fine, but, like, you know what I mean. It's just, there's no point. Everything is going fine. Finally. None of this... Oh... I need to shut up. Concrete is already boosted as far as I can take it. I think it's finally time. We split off the concrete and obliterate it. We can do it over there. There's nothing happening over there. It's fine. I moved the stuff up there. Okay, wait, I'll have to move this further back. Over here is fine. No! Ha. Caught that before it was too late. Okay. So you may be wondering, what do I do here? Well, you're about to see. First of all, I have a bunch of these guys. I'm just gonna put them into, I'm just gonna put them into these guys. What? Wait. Let me, Oh, these are making quality 3s. No, I have to put them in these. Okay. I'll stop you, and I'll put... You know what? You win. Go in the chest. Okay, now... Well, we still need to get rid of more of them, because there's more stuff in that chest. Where are they? Where are they getting this shit from, man? There's a bunch of Q1s somewhere. I don't know where it is, but, oh, there's somewhere, surely. I'll just put the extras over here and hope I remember them. I'll probably forget, though. So, now we have a problem called, having to disassemble something which has, like, internal components. What I'm trying to say is, if you've ever noticed when you were, like, destroying the concrete, you know, while it may be delicious, yummy concrete, it, has some unwanted side products. And we can't burn them away like in, fucking Pyanodon. A shame, I know. Technically, I could spam out a lot more concrete and be done with it. But I actually want to get rid of it permanently, because if we don't, you know... We're not gonna be really... We won't be doing that much. Also, it is a mighty shame that... Where did I... Wait, do we seriously... Okay, surely I've remembered to... Yes, I have. Drop down some of those. Okay, we may begin now. That's why the space item ferry is, like, important. Honestly, it would maybe be worth it later on to just have, like, one space item ferry per the other 4 planets and then have it, like, you know, fly back to, Volk to refuel. Now, once I fill this up, you will notice the problem. We'll need to do a little bit of math once I add all these guys. So, one of these makes 0.3 and 0.06. Now, what this means is, that one of these belts is going to be more than enough And, yeah, so we'll just have to do this, and then we'll have to do some math. Oh, we literally just had enough. Okay. So if I put some of these in here... I may have sneezed. How much of this is even going to be used? Okay, so this does 7.5. 0.3... Sorry, 7.5 divided by 0.3. 25. Okay, this is gonna be enough. And then we'll have, like, the rest be for the, like, we'll have 3 share, I guess. Those will be for the iron ore. Yeah, that should be more than enough. And these only turn this into more... Oh my god, these don't even... Oh, whatever. So, if I understand this correctly, yeah, one of these can process more than this one can output, so this is fine. Yeah, there we go. It's all doing fine now. However... In order to keep with the base consistency, I will fill in what I did not fill in before, including... Well, there's a bit of land over here. And, where? Oh yeah, this island. I do not know what I'll use it for, but, once I use it for something, it'll be nice that it's, you know... already painted in concrete. Because as you know, it's not a real base unless it has concrete. So yeah, this is my first real Factorio base. Actually, I'm gonna make a deconstruction planner that does trees and rocks only. Which sucks, because it doesn't see the ruins as, Okay, I'm just gonna blacklist you. I'm gonna blacklist, yeah, I'm gonna blacklist that. I'm gonna have to blacklist the, where are they? Yeah, the roboports, and I'm gonna have to blacklist you. So when I pull this through here... Okay, that is good, because that way we only have to remove the ruins and not actually the, you know, actual things. Okay. So now that that's dealt with, it was kind of funny how this, oh, some of those aren't even... Huh. I guess it's because they've never put Roboport coverage there. Let's do that. So yeah, this is all working fine. This is actually sustaining. Because we have too much solid fuel, I'm gonna turn into the Jorkler, you know, the Jonkler, the Jokler. Man. I'm gonna go insane with this game. But it's fine. The important thing is to come to terms with it, honestly. Yeah, fucking do this only when the main belt is full. This demand should be half fixed when, we finally don't have the power draw problems. We'll see. We'll see. Out of priority. Yeah. Oops. We need to remember the output priorities and everything, otherwise things can be a little bit nasty. You seem here, pretty right. And yeah, all the rest is just gonna be scrapped. All of these guys are just kind of doing their thing, and, well, what else is there really to do except wait for the upcycling to give us what we need? Keep in mind, even when we have a bunch of legendary ones, that's not gonna be enough. We're gonna still want, like, you know, extras. It is funny with how many of these guys we now have, though. We are basically only, you know, going through rays and stuff. And maybe the system isn't the most, you know, in terms of speed, but holy shit. It is fast. It is also kind of funny that, even though these guys are kind of slow, because reasons. Oh, because they're full. Because I'm an idiot. You imbecile! You doomed us all! I don't know why I said it in that voice. I can't do the French TF2 spy voice. But yeah. What I have to say is sometimes my genius is truly frightening. Oops. Whatever. So it turns out this entire time I had double the output capacity that I thought I did. I was just being stupid. Yeah, that explains it. Don't worry. It's gonna be fun when it overflows. But it's gonna overflow in the input and not on the output. So it's fine. Totally. Let's speed this up. Fuck. Still don't have any... Oh, that's annoying. Hey, this guy's working. Why aren't you? Not enough. Yeah. What am I expecting, even? Watch out! It's gonna pop out like a high-quality one. Watch this. No. What about you? What are you eating? You're eating a level 3. Legendary? Well, that's incredible. I'll put them into this one down here, because it's already, you know, doing work. Yeah, processing unit. Yeah. What? Oh! Oh, I see what's happening. Took me some time. Okay. I get it now. Fuck. So what's been happening, the reason why Gleba has been shitting itself is because these guys have had no room to actually output the spoilage. I'll have to remove some of the lasers and then, like, do this. Because there's nothing else I can really do. Except fix the problem from space. But yeah. That was such a fucking, like, bruh moment, dude. Oh my god. When I finally fucking realized why there's no more of anything, you know, it finally made sense. And this garbage is on a continuous circle belt because I never thought that there would be an issue with spoilage. Because why would there be? You know? So what I'm gonna do now, as I become educated, I will add spoilage to go out on that belt. And now this should all clean up finally. And soon, this should actually start working again, like it did before. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. And all the spoilage is just being thrown in here. And we are rewarded for our efforts of fixing that base, but just kind of getting some more signs. It's not signs, but some more quality 3 modules, yeah. Thing is, yeah, Gleba's fucking dead. I don't know, I guess when the science research is done, it goes back to what I was doing last time, and it's, Gleba. Sure, let's try to finally out-damage the enemy, like, thing, so we can kill it. Can we even kill them in one hit now? My money is on the answer being no. Let's see. Here it comes. That's some trolling. 59 health. Okay. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want to get the fucking video. I'm pretty sure somebody is, there was a point in time when the original video got, like, a copyright claimed by some troll. Which, if there was any video to be copyright claimed by a fucking copyright troll, the troll song is, possibly the most likely candidate, but you know. Now, something which I do find kind of funny is, these cannons now do a lot of damage. Soon, we're at 1% at the moment, but soon, they'll be able to one-hit KO the nests. Which is gonna make my job a lot easier, but, you know. Oh yeah, shit. Watch this. We're just gonna start firing at this place. And... yeah. It is really difficult to, predict their pathing. As you can see. Kind of missed a lot of them. So they're gonna path like this. So what I tend to do is I just tend to mash right-click on where I think they'll be. I missed. See, that's the issue. See what I mean? They're unpredictable. They're bugs. But yeah, you can hit him. And properly getting, like, a meat shut off will result in them getting angry. Oh, now is this an expansion group? Well, they're not going to be an expansion group for much longer, honestly. Okay, they've coordinated their retreating? I don't know. And we have not been rewarded for our endeavors with high-quality science. Okay, I'm gonna have to, stop this, remove you, and add another one of these guys over here. Remove both of you. And then, you know, do this. Oh, that's so much bioflux. Oh, it's gonna rot away in a chest somewhere. Whatever. Okay. But now, finally, we should be back to normal. Hopefully. Man, I need to go back to Gleba and deal with this stuff. Maybe later. Man, I do not want to go back to Gleba. Fucking gross place. By the way, keep in mind, all of these are full. We could fill up more of the boat if it wasn't a stupid idiot. Let's do it up here. But yeah, like, holy shit. This base is so slow. And... like, this is gonna fill up eventually, and then we're gonna be fucked, but, like... holy shit. There is so much spoilage. We are full on everything. The base is just basically really slow because of this. I will need to add, like, another nutrient loop? Question mark? I don't even know. We have more than enough of the fucking Yumako mash. So, what we need is twofold, right? We need bioflux. We have a lot of bioflux already, I think. Yeah, the main thing we kind of just need is we need nutrients that will feed the pentapod eggs, and then we have to combine them with some bioflux. That's it. Shouldn't be shouldn't be impossibly difficult. Oh, we only need 2 more. Come on. You can do it. Oh. Okay. Come on. You can do it. Give me the upcycle for a full 3 now. Will you upcycle for a full 3 steps? No, not that one up there, and not this one over here either. Yeah. It's gonna be a long wait. Finally, this is functioning as intended, which means if I switch back to you... the GTS hasn't arrived home yet. GTS, what are you doing? No, the GTS has arrived home. It's just, yeah, a matter of the bots not being fully ready. Huh. It's fine, we'll keep doing research in that. But, sadly for you, and maybe thankfully for me, because I'm gonna go off and come back in a few minutes. Yeah, we'll be back in our next episode of, random Factorio bullshit. See you then. Goodbye. Man, how much... that's a lot of foundation. Okay, bye-bye.